Hello, thank you for joining me. I'm Pauline from PQW. I've got a special little thing to show you today. I want to show you all about the Sew Slip mat, this lovely white little roll here. Now, I come across this many years ago, and it's been the most brilliant tool to use at our sewing machine. I brought it originally to be able to help me with free motion quilting, because when I was quilting and I put my quilt or fabric underneath it to quilt, I found it was hard to move. It grabbed to the bed of my machine. And I was looking for something that would make the surface of the machine slippery so that the quilt would just glide. So with the Sew Slip mat, it comes with the brown paper on the back. Okay, so let's take the paper off. Keep that to roll it back in if you're going to take it off your machine. Now it has this big cutout in it. This is going to fit around the feed dogs. This side that's facing up at the moment is sticky. That's the side that the brown paper was on. That sticky side is the side that's going down to the bed of your machine. Now, I would suggest, if you've been doing a fair bit of sewing, that you wipe the bed of your machine with a damp cloth to start with, to get rid of any fluff or lint. Feed dogs are up. We have the small section that's going to go inside the machine into this section here. And we have the large section that's going to lay out onto the edge of the machine. And this is brilliant if you've got a big extension table, because this section here will go out onto the extension table. If not, just wrap it around. It'll just stick there. Once you put that on, I would suggest you draw your bobbin thread up through the hole, because your thread will be underneath this mat. And if you start to sew with the thread under the mat, it's stuck there. It'll break. So draw your bobbin thread up. Then once you draw the bobbin thread up, pat this down. So now it's not going to move. And once we put our quilt back under here, or piece of fabric, it moves fingertip gliding, which means it takes all the pressure off your shoulders and your neck. So you'll be able to sit at your machine and just move this freely under the machine. The good thing about it is having the big cutout on here means you can leave this on your machine permanently. So when I piece my blocks, it's on here. When I quilt with my feed dogs up, it's on here. When I quilt free motion, it's on here. When I applique, it's on here. When I do any sewing, that mat's always on the bed of my machine. Now, you might find one day that it doesn't want to stick anymore. That's the day that you need to take it off the machine, go and soak it in hot or warm soapy water, let it soak there for a little while, rinse it, shake it to get all the water off it, and then lay it out flat to dry. That's going to take all the fluff and the lint off that sticky surface, so you get that sticky surface back. Come back and put it on your machine, and then enjoy quilting, because it will just help you so much. And you can purchase the Sew Slip mat from our website, www.pqw.com.au. We always have them available, and we ship anywhere in the world. So hop on and have a look, because it's something you never ever have to replace. You'll have it forever.